Okay, so now that you've got your JSON file created, it's time to start trying to interact with it and read the data from it. So what you're going to do is you're simply going to type in with open, and you're going to open up file, and you're going to open it up as simply read right now. We're going to open it up as JSON underscore file. And within that operator of open, we're going to say that data is equal to, and this is important, JSON.load. We're going to load in JSON file. And that's all you have to really know about uh, the JSON function, module, in order to import JSON data. So now when we do this, we can print off data. Let's do that. And we see when we run it, we have an output that is identical to a Python dictionary. And within that Python dictionary is the list. And within that list is all of the other information that we wanted to see. So now that we've got that data loaded into Python, now we can start interacting with that object in the same way we would interact with a regular dictionary. So we're going to say print data names. And now what we're going to get is we're just going to get a list over here of all these other dictionaries. So now what you see is these 4 dictionaries in the list all returned the way that we want to see them. So now what we can do is we can do some kind of fun stuff. We can say for I and data, print I. And now we can return a list of all that information. Oh, it helps if I create an object here. So we're going to say name data is equal to that. And we're going to say for I and name data, we're going to print off I. That way, there we go. And now we see in our output, we have each of these things individually represented as individual dictionaries now. And now we can interact with those the way that we would. So we're going to say first name. That's going to grab the first name data. We're going to say I, and we're going to pass in age. Now we've got 2 other objects we can make. Name equals that. We can say age equals that. And now we can print off an F string that looks like this. We can say that name is, and we can say something like age. What that's going to do is it's going to give us the ability to print off all this information into something that looks more like a string now. So we can see that Jim is 32, Fred is 32, Bob is 28, and Joe is 40. So that's how we import JSON data into Python and interact with it. Once you import it into Python, you're going to be interacting with that JSON object, that data object, no differently than you would with any other Pythonic data structure. And the way in which you interact with it is going to depend on the way in which you've structured the JSON file. So in my case, I've structured the JSON file as an overarching dictionary within which there is a list that contains multiple dictionaries. You're going to find that you're going to have different data structures for different projects. Really kind of depends on the data that you're working with and what you're reading and what you're working on. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we're going to show you how to create a JSON file and dump this information into a new JSON file. So how to create it in a project. You're going to find that that's going to be very useful for certain applications. That's all for now, though. Thank you for listening.